Good morning and welcome to our September Messy Church crafts. We've been hearing the story about Jonah and how he disobeyed God and tried to run away. Now, how did that turn out for him? Can you remember the animal in the story that gobbled Jonah right up? Yeah, it was a whale. So today we're going to do a couple of whale crafts and one watercraft. So for the first craft, you will need 1 cup, some string, card, felt tip pens, glue and scissors, a balloon and some flour. And it might be good if you have like a little siphon or funnel to get that flour into your balloon, but we'll come to that later. First of all, you want to take your cup and make a hole in the bottom. So pierce it with a needle or a pen or something that will go through the plastic. Once you've got a small hole, you can make it bigger with a pair of scissors. You basically want it big enough to get string through. Cut off a decent length of string and tie it round. So you want a lot of extra bit here hanging as well. So you thread it through the bottom and tie it round like that. Okay, now if you had a blue cup to start with, very good. But if you didn't, you need to make this cup blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on my cup. I'm going to glue it all round. Found some blue tissue paper, but you can use any paper. You can make a mosaic or you can colour it or paint it blue, just so it looks the colour of a whale. All right, so I'm just going to wrap my cup in my blue paper and finish it off there with a massive dollop of glue there. So there we go. That's attached. I'm just going to cut off my excess paper there. And there's my whale shape. It's not very good, but I'm just going to cut off a bit at the bottom there and glue that down too. So it's got a flat bottom. Because obviously we need to add a tail. Now I just found a scrap bit of card and coloured in a tail shape. I don't think my shape is very good. I'm sure you could come up with a better bit. And you also want to add a little tab at the bottom to fold over so you can stick that onto the bottom of your cup. I haven't coloured in the other side, so I need to do that. But I'll just finish this off now. So just put some glue on your little tab there and put your tail on your whale. That rhymes, doesn't it? So tail on your whale. So it's getting to look a bit more like a whale now. Now, if you've still got some sticky eyes left over from the crafts, you can use those, or you can draw on any eyes or stick on some paper of your own. So let's go with some eyes here for our whale. So we want one eye that side. And one eye that side. Okay, so there's our whale. Let's have him with his blue tail. Let's have him that way round. Perfect, so that's our whale made. But now we need a Jonah to go in there. So this is when the flour and the balloon come in. Now, This is Jonah. So probably a good idea to draw your face on first. So I'm just going to draw a face on Jonah here. So 2 eyes, a nose, and a really scared mouth. There's my scared looking Jonah. Now I haven't got a funnel or anything else to get this flower in here. It's just to give it a bit of strength. So what I did was just popped a whole lot of flour on and gradually fed some bits in like that, which can get quite frustrating. So if you do have a funnel that you can use, then do that. Then once he's full, you want to decide what length string you want and tie a knot in your balloon and then tie your string round your Jonah. Now I think I've made my string much too long here. So you can make it any length you like. So I'm going to wind round a bit more and then tie it off again. And you can adjust it as you see fit. So can you see now how Jonah is going to be gobbled up into the cup? So let's see if I can get my Jonah in the cup. No. I'll try and get it further away so you can actually see what I'm trying to do. So what I'm trying to do is to flick him up and catch him in my cup. I might need a shorter string. So that's our first craft, our whale with our Jonah on a string. I think we better make a shorter one. Okay, our second whale, you will need a peg. Doesn't matter which sort, these are the only sort I have. So a wooden one, anything will do. Some blue tack and some card. This is the finished result. I've got my whale here and there's Jonah being gobbled up inside. So how do we make it? So on your card, you want to draw a fish shape for the top and for the bottom. So you could draw one whale shape and then cut him in half if you want, but I've drawn 2 separate there. And then I'm going to cut that out. And let me finish cutting this out. There's my top half. And here is my bottom half. I want to make sure it's about the length or a bit longer than your actual peg. So mine's quite a bit longer than my peg. Okay, then decide which way you want your whale to be on. So do you want your whale on this side or on this side? So it depends which way you want to decorate it. And then decorate your whale however you like. So I coloured mine in different blues there. And then once you've coloured that in, I found the best way to attach the whale to the peg was to use some blue tack. So once your whale is nicely coloured, stick some blue tack on your peg, top and bottom. And then your whale will stick beautifully on there. Stick the top bit there and the bottom bit there. And then you'll find he opens like that. But of course then you want your Jonah shape. So I just draw a round head with a very unhappy smile and his arms going up as if to say, save me. So I'm just going to cut round that shape. It's actually quite big, my Jonah, so you might want to make yours a bit smaller. And then put some blue tack on the back of him. And he can go, actually I want to put the blue tack at the front of him. And he can go, stick him down the back there of your whale. And when you open his mouth, there's Jonah. Oh, I need to put that one a bit higher. There we go. There's Jonah inside the whale. Our third craft is going to be a sensory bottle. So what you want for this is a bottle a third full of water. You also need some normal cooking oil, some blue food colouring. Thought I'd lost it for a minute there. And maybe a few shells and things to go inside. So, third full of water. And then you want to add oil on top. If I can get it open. So there's the oil, and for those of you who are very clever, they'll notice that the water stayed at the bottom and the oil is at the top. Okay, then be very careful with the food colouring because it can stain your hands, so you might want an adult to help. And just get one drop of food colouring in there. Then you might want to add some of your shells. I've got here, see if I've got some small ones. So I'm going to put in a few shells. And put the lid on, and then you want to secure that. So you might want to either super glue it or use some heavy tape to secure it. So I'm just going to tape it around with this so it is secure. And then you can see how the bubbles and the blue work in there. Got some blue bubbles forming there and some swirling going on. So it's really quite pretty. So it'd be lovely to see any pictures that you have of your whale or your sensory bottle. You can also pop in like Alka-Seltzer fizzy tablets if you want a more dramatic lava lamp. Thank you.